guys. This is Ted Kelly with the Ted's Hospitality Minute. Hey, today we've got a great guest on. His name is Gray Rains with Rains Hospitality. He's going to come on and tell us a little bit about his company, all of the great services they provide, and how they're doing during the pandemic, and hoping that things are going to look great in 2021. Hey, Gray, how are you this morning?
Good, Ted. Thanks for having me on today.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Glad to have you. Thanks for coming on. First up, why don't you tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about your company, and how you guys kind of got started?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm fourth generation with Rains. We've transitioned from my great grandmother, starting with a truck stop on the in Hartsville, South Carolina, now to transitioning to the Rains companies now with multiple silos and divisions. Within that, we have services that hospitality management, hospitality development, office development, retail development, led by certain leadership teams within our companies. So I've recently transitioned from president of Rains Hospitality to managing partner of the Rains companies, along with my other partner, David Tart. So, one of the things rolling out of the pandemic, we really put our heads together when we were forced to slow down a little bit and said, how can we come out of this and become a better company, better situated not only to evolve with the new world that COVID's presented to us, but also a better way for our investors, our partners, and our brands to, develop a better system.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the management side. I think you guys manage you guys have under your management maybe 20 properties or so. Are those all diverse brands, pretty much stick to one brand, Hilton or Marriott, or are you guys kind of across the board?
So today we're across the board. We actually, as part of our transition, we've developed we have two management teams. One is our core branded team that focuses on our assets such as Courtyard, Residence Inn, Hilton Garden Inn, Hyatt Place. And then we have a new team, Woven by Rains, led by Gavin Phillip, that focuses really on our unique boutique assets. And that currently has two properties within its portfolio: the Foundry Hotel in Asheville, North Carolina, and Hotel Florence in Florence, South Carolina, that we just recently transitioned to Tapestry with Hilton. Our core branded products, we have 17 in that portfolio.
Oh, wow. Okay. Awesome. So tell me a little bit about how you guys have been faring due to the pandemic. What was your greatest challenge, I guess, with your company trying to, make amends and survive during this pandemic in 2020?
Yeah, I think, the hardest part, we're a family business. Our associates, we've got associates that have been with our family and our team going some over 60 years now. And I think the hardest thing was having to make those hard decisions quickly to lay off. We laid off 90% of our team at one point. That was over 800 people. I think that, that's the hardest thing in the world to do. Nothing is harder than to tell someone that is a good employee and someone that's a valuable part of the team that today we don't have a place for them. And I think that's what's weighed on me the most. And we're excited that we've brought back about 70% of those folks. I think that, to our team, our operations team, they made very hard decisions quickly, which I'm hoping will enable us to bounce back faster.
Right.
We are thankful to have the majority of our portfolio in the Carolinas and Georgia. Being warm southern states have allowed us to kind of probably enter into the downturn a little bit later. Hopefully it'll allow us to bounce back a little bit faster.
Yeah, I was reading, and I think we did this on one of our other segments, where hotels that were located in more or less drive-to destinations, like near the beaches or in tourist locations that folks could just drive to from their home, maybe a 3 or 4 hour trek, those hotels actually tended to fare better during the pandemic than those that were located in an urban setting, say your major cities, things of that nature, where a lot of the offices or the professional employment folks had been shuttered and worked from home. So you're absolutely right about that, and that's a great tool to have in your toolbox, to be located in the Carolinas, which is a fairly nice drive-to destination for a lot of folks. So Excellent to hear that. So you brought back all your folks. Things are starting to pick up. What is 2021 looking like? Are you guys super excited, kind of moderate, or what's your thoughts there?
Well, I think it's really two different feelings depending on what I'm working on each day. I think we're excited in the opportunities that have been created due to the pandemic, and that we've
Right.
got 2 properties under contract. We're repositioning some properties. Those projects are really exciting. I mean, we've got a couple that we'll announce here very soon that are just going to be a lot of fun to work on. I think the other side is we're still in the middle of making sure our lenders are happy. We're communicating with our investors. We're still in an unknown period. I think December, January, February have been particularly hard. We're hoping that spring break and then the summer travel will continue to see pick up. We have seen some of our smaller corporate clients start traveling really after the first of the year. So we're hoping that that's a sign that the bigger companies will be traveling as projected kind of third and fourth quarter of 21. So yeah, as we're hesitant, I mean, there's a lot of good things going on. I mean, record number of people are being vaccinated. We're going to see hopefully that number increase. Hopefully we'll see a plan out of
Right.
Washington that will really find a way to ramp those numbers up. I think that, on the other side of it, there's record number of people that have gotten COVID and they've dealt with it. So, they've got the antibodies and we're seeing some of those folks ready to travel.
Awesome. Awesome. So this last round of stimulus funding that just got approved, I guess, a few weeks ago, have you guys participated in any of that, or was any of that helpful for you guys in your situation?
Absolutely. I mean, PPP was very critical for us, the first round and then the second round. And,
Okay.
not all of our properties qualified for the second round, which shows that they're doing a better job of the underwriting. They're doing a better
Right.
job of making sure that the properties and the people that really need the money can get
Right.
their people working. So it's been a great program. I mean, it is one of the things that I think they have handled very well coming out of Washington.
Yeah, I was glad to see that they allowed that additional multiple for the folks that were directly in the hospitality business, because that gives you a nice little bump over what the standard I think 2.5 times multiple was. So I was glad to see that. I tell you what, I also noticed on your website, I think you guys have a project coming up in Greenville that you're developing, or maybe somewhere in the pipeline. Is that going to happen
We
soon, 2021, or how far out
we
is it?
actually opened that property in August of 20.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
definitely a challenge. We opened 2 properties post or during
Yeah.
COVID. So,
I was gonna-
one,
yeah. So wait a minute. Let me give you a hand clap for opening a new project during the pandemic. I think that's awesome. Go ahead. Okay.
we were able to open a property in March and one in August, and certainly challenges with opening as far as working with our brand partners, doing virtual openings and
Yeah.
training and all of those types of things. But really a round of applause to Choice Hotels with Cambria. That Cambria team is really a fantastic team. They enabled us to, again, they've been a partner the entire time while we've worked on developing Cambria, and to really work with them to develop a new program of virtual opening, virtual training. We saw our team ready to go day one.
Yeah. So tell me this. So you guys managing, I guess you guys owner and manage for other folks, right? Do you guys see in 2020, what do you see in terms of capital projects, in terms of how much activity you think will actually happen in 2020?
So one of the things about our company that we really find unique, and why I think our investors and our management partners respond, I mean, we are developers, we're owners, we're operators. At our core, we're operators. I mean, we love the business. My father loved the business. I think that was a big part of who we are. I mean, at the end of the day, we do feel we operate hotels better than a lot of our competitors. We have competitors that are truly only third party They don't understand the development world. They don't understand the stress that owners go through. We get that, and we spend every dollar. Our capital projects, we're making sure that those dollars maximize for our owners. So we do have hotels that we own 100% of. We have hotels that we own 20% of, and then we do have third-party partnerships.
Right.
We like to think of ourselves as not small, but selective.
Yeah.
So we look for partners that we can do multiple projects with, that we truly bring a value add when possible.
Gotcha. Awesome. So for your 2021, do you guys have any new projects that you're going to be developing? It's going to be maybe in near opening stage, or where are you there?
So we were fortunate that when COVID hit, we only had 2 construction projects going. We internally, we were very thankful. I mean, if COVID had hit in October of 20, we would have had 7 new construction projects going. And that definitely would have been a challenge. Luckily, we were in the late phases of construction of 2 new properties.
Right.
I really see 2 to 3 acquisitions on our side this year, and then the start of 1 or 2 new construction projects. I think that is a realistic pipeline. I think it's a healthy pipeline. We are seeing some limited lending coming back to the table, which is a good sign. I had a call with the lender for our meeting, our podcast. So I really am encouraged by some of those signs. Now, those are low leverage, which as a company, we typically always are on the lower leverage side of things. So that's not a problem. They're fully guaranteed, which, that's fine with our group as well. We put real dollars and real guarantees behind every one of our projects.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about, if folks are interested in trying to connect with you guys, how to access you guys for your services. How do they get you?
Yeah, absolutely. So part of what we've deemed Reigns 2.0 rolls out next week. So we have a new website. It showcases each of our divisions, whether that's management, that's development. Our Array by Reigns is our office retail industrial arm led by Chris Scott. Our development team's led by Jay Ham. We have great management team. Yeah, that's what excites me. I get to be surrounded by some of the smartest people in the business. So to reach me, gray.reigns@reignsco.com. My phone number is 843-229-9172. And then our website is reignsco.com. So all those ways, I think that's another part for my partner, David Tart and I. I mean, we are extremely accessible. I mean, we're excited about new projects. We're excited about working with people kind of develop their dreams, because we get to chase our dreams every day.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we're based up here in Greenville. So if you ever get to Greenville, make sure you give us a shout out. I'd love to connect with you. And it's a privilege. It's a privilege and a pleasure to have you on today. And hopefully, we'll be past this pandemic and everybody will get back together, because the hardest thing to me is being in the hospitality business, right? We're so used to being in that people touch type atmosphere.
Absolutely.
And I think that was the hardest part for me with the pandemic, was that I couldn't be, on site, talking to people, looking at stuff, and kind of being in a more personal mode. So I'm hoping that 2021, we're going to get past it, and everybody in the hospitality industry will start seeing a little bit more light at the end of the tunnel, right?
I'm with you. I look forward to that first conference to get back to seeing everyone and sharing ideas. And it's just such a great collaborative industry. I mean, I love the hospitality business.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, next time we'll connect, but this has been another Ted's Hospitality Minute. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.